Hi everyone, welcome to Soul Seekers Tarot and your reading. I'm Corey. So in today's reading we're going to explore the question, what new beginning is starting for you that you don't see coming? Alright, so let's have a look at that, and we're going to be using this oracle deck, or tarot deck actually, to pick 3 piles for you. There's the first one, 3 of Pentacles. Alright, pile number 1 is 3 of Pentacles, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Alright, so as you know, pile number 1 already has the 3 of Pentacles. Let's see. I think it's upside down. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. And you see that? Okay, that's the 3 of Diamonds. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, Ace of Pentacles for you. And for pile number 3, we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah. Okay, and so if you aren't going to use your intuition to choose a pile for you to watch, or piles, you may feel guided to listen to more than one. I have the numbers or the dice here for you to choose number by that will resonate for you. And the first pile is 4 and 6. Second pile will be 3 and 5. And first pile will be 1 and 2. And if it's not with the dice, the numbers, I've got the zodiacs. Alright, let's see what zodiac for each pile. There's pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So pile 1 has got, we've got Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Pisces. Right? Can you see those? You can't really, but there they are. Aquarius and Sagittarius, Pisces and Gemini. There you go. So then, and that's for the 3 of Pentacles, pile 1. For pile 2, we have Taurus and Aries, and Leo and Cancer. There we go. So pile number 3, we have Capricorn and Scorpio, and Virgo and Libra. Alright, that's what we have for all 3 piles. So guys, take your time, and I'll be back with you in just a spit of a moment, okay? See you soon. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen pile 1. The card is 3 of Pentacles from this deck, Jane Austen deck. And if you didn't use your intuition to choose this pile, you might have chosen it with the numbers 4, 6, 4 and 6, 46, 64, however it resonated for you. And if not the number, your zodiac sign. And we have got Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini. Okay? Alright, and so the question we're going to be exploring today in this reading is, what new beginning is starting for you that you don't see coming? And I have to apologize for the glare on the cards with the light. I'm going to have to try and do something different with my lighting, because I noticed that it's over on this side that you can't necessarily see what's on the card or anything else, because the light is like right over it. So pardon me, and please forgive me for how it's looking right now. But we've got the 3 of Pentacles here, and you know the 3 of Pentacles has to do with collaboration, right? Building a new foundation. working with somebody. But that, you know, it's very interesting. Jane Austen's deck, the tarot deck, which is, it's got this book about it. It's different. There is different meanings than your regular tarot deck. Not all of the cards are different meanings, but there are several that are. Like for example, the major arcana are just part of the suit, like the suit of diamonds or the suit of clubs, suit of spades, and so forth. So I'm going to look to see what the Three of Diamonds says. Three of Diamonds is collaboration, so it's got its regular meaning. It's not a major arcana. I see here. So there's what we got here. We've got Three of Diamonds, which is collaborations. This is ladies in the Regency era knew how to decorate with styles of furniture that interacted with each other to make a comfortable home. Yeah, so they're working together. These pieces work harmoniously together to create a beautiful environment. And so that's kind of your significator message. Because of the card, there's something in collaboration that is a new beginning for you. So let's find out from the Major Arcana what card wants to be seen for your reading. Let's see, this one wants to come out. And the tarot that clarifies it. Steampunk. That one. And a brand new little oracle. Pocket Oracle. Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors Pocket Oracle Guide. Here we go. And of course the ruins. And this one here. What is this one? This one's called the Dream Song Oracle. That's the one right there. Okay, everybody, let's start. We have the Magician. Okay, you got all that you need. All the resources necessary for you to begin building a new foundation with someone or towards something. The Magician, the power to manifest your desires is within your grasp. Harness your skills and resources. The magic you need is already yours to command. So yeah, everything's in place for you. You may know about your brand new beginning that's coming to you, but it may come sooner that you don't see coming. Let's see. We got the Four of Cups. Four Cups. So this is like there's a cup of opportunity right here of something. Could be love, could be something else. But it's a cup, it's an opportunity that's coming in for you that you don't see coming, and that's basically our question. So there's something that you're going to love that's on its way to you, that is destined to be on your desk instead of just the three that you've been looking at and not have been looking at these three cups and saying, been there and done that, and so what? And so what? That's not what I want anymore. It's no longer here nor there for me to be working towards or wanting to engage with whatever those three cups represented to you. Okay? So what's the rune we got? We got the rune Isa, which has to do with ice. Ice. It's a tip of the iceberg is very small compared to what's under the water, right? Let's find out what Isa has to say. Number 11. It's a master number too. That's saying that you have everything you need. Number 11. Pause in life, stagnation. However, external processes are ongoing, notice that, and will soon require your intervention. So again, it has to do with something's coming, you just don't see it coming, but you have been in a pause, in a stagnant, with like the Three of Cups there, in a stagnant energy of things. We're just not moving towards realizing something new, or having a new experience, or wanting things to change from what they have been like in your life, that you've just been looking for a change in life, and you just you really truly want to experience something new, or you want to have a particular dream come true for you, that you have been trying hard to put into motion, and things just haven't been gaining momentum for you. Witch, be the light. Be the light. Witch, be the light. Be the light. And the witch, witch casts spells, right? They manifest. And so let's see, the best way to manifest is by putting yourself in the light. So let's see if we can find, which should probably be at the back if it's going alphabetically. Well, I guess not. No. Alright, that's a season, that's why. Just let me find. Those are guardians. Witch. Look at that. Found it. Okay. The message is, take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. Alright, the Witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by a horned barn owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she is also willing to trust what she feels to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the goodness within. So yeah, just basically turning within and realizing that everything will happen in its time, and that you are sensing whatever you're sensing. Put some trust in it. Let's see, extended message. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, basically just challenging situations, just challenges and obstacles, or you're in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you're being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine a light you were born to share. So basically what this deck is saying is that you are a powerful being that is a magnificent light, and that light is of creation. It's of manifestation. It's of creating everything that you desire. That of course is of the light, that's pure and positive, in this 3D world, in the world of physical form. The co-creator part of who we are is that light, and that light is pure consciousness, and pure consciousness is just, it's being. That's all it is. When you say, what have you been up to? I'm just being. I'm just, being still, being at peace, just being content and satisfied in your own energy, in your own company, and just enjoying yourself, being happy, just being grateful for what is, and being ecstatically grateful for what could come as a result of your shining light. So the tarot, it's all about a journey, in which the journey represents personal development, growth, right? And we live our lives not to grow personally. We don't live our lives not to grow personally. We live our lives to develop over time. And some developments take longer than others. We are just meant to take it as it comes with the divine timing, but be ready for it. Be ready for it to take the ball and run with it when the time comes that you're to take action, and also be ready to put your, just be ready to manifest, to put your energy, your co-creator energy into action, which is like your thought and your emotions. So whatever you're thinking and how you're feeling about the way you're thinking is what's going to be automatically creating your next experience in your life. It's creating your life experiences. And what we've got here is shed the tears, number 9, because something's ending, right? A 9 being something ending. Let's see what that has to say. Number 9. Shed the tears. Tears are sacred. Pain happens. The ache needs to be blessed. Suffering devours the psyche. We cannot control pain, but we do have some influence over how much we suffer. This is a sacred alchemy that comes only after grief. Give your tears space. Unleash all the messages that would diminish you. Those would be the negative self-talk, our own inner narrative and dialogue we have with ourselves. Ignore the voices that suggest you should be over it by now, or tell you that grief looks one way but not the other, or tell you that you somehow deserve this pain. The medicine you need to heal is actually inside the wound. Empty the wound of pain and empty your heart of tears. Only when you are willing to sit with your agony and companion your sorrow will you companion. Let's start that again. Only when you are willing to sit with your agony and companion your sorrow will you sense the medicine rising, growing wild and green in all the places that were once desolate. Yes, so something is ending. You felt it. There's a new beginning. You might have your finger on it. You might or you may not, but in any case it's something that you don't see coming because you're not expecting it to happen, that the wheels are in motion for it now. 3 of Pentacles, you're ready and you're in that energy of wanting to work together or work towards something now, that to build that new foundation and that the new beginning represents to you. Okay, wonderful. So let's find out from Tarot more about your story. What new beginning Archangel Michael is starting for the collective watching this video that they don't see coming. Something to do with the 3 of Pentacles energy and the Magician. We have the King of Wands. There's your action taker right there. That's the one who takes the action. Can you see that? Okay. We have 8 of Pentacles. That's the one who's mastering the ability by working hard, putting action into it. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. But it's been a slow go. It's a slow go, and it will be a slow burn kind of thing still for you with the 3 of Pentacles. Right there. Same as that, 3 of Pentacles. Very interesting. Yeah, so it's like you are going to you're going to be working towards taking action towards what it is that you want to manifest with the collaboration of building this new foundation, building back a foundation in whatever area of your life that it is. It could be romance, but if it's not, it's career, it could be just hobby, but it's career, our education, it's career, relationships, and finances, or health. It could be, there's like basically 4 main areas of our life, and that's career, finance, romance, relationships. Relationships doesn't have to be romance, and health. Okay, so there's some area of your life that you take action on, that you are mastering the ability to put whatever it takes in order for you to be able to be the co-creator with the divine, right? The soul within you, to make something come to fruition. you and your soul make something come to fruition, because the Knight of Pentacles is like the hare that crosses the finish line, and they're successful. They win. The turtle wins the race, pardon me. And we're reminded that this is you working in collaboration. And this could be you and another person, and then the divine, right? Or it could be you and two others. Or it could be, you and two others. Okay? Let's see. We got the Nine of Cups, which is you feeling pretty darn good in your own skin, wish fulfilled, wish fulfillment coming your way. Eight of Cups, after having, let yourself walk away from what wasn't working for you, what wasn't working out, what didn't get you to the finish line, what's not been getting you to the finish line that you've been feeling stuck in, frozen, stuck, but in all of this is like, this is an ending, right? The tears, shed your tears, be done with the worry and the regret or the disappointment, dissatisfaction, which is what the Four of Cups represents. Disappointment, dissatisfaction, that you've been working hard on something. See this guy in the office, he's sitting back in his chair with his arms crossed, and it's like he's looking at what he's pondering, what it was that he's been working on, and his feet are up on the table, and he's thinking, well, hell, nothing's working out for me anyway, so I must just sit here and wonder why. I must just sit here and be upset and think about how you've tried, you've worked on everything, but it didn't work out anyway, so it's kind of like, what's the point? What's the point? I'll just sit here and drink my wine out of one of the cups that disappointed him. The wine in the cup. So he's just sitting there going, I've got my feet up, there's nothing more I can do, I've done everything I can, yet still not making any progress towards what it is I wanted to see happen in my life. But they're again not realizing that cup that's on the shelf. It's always been there. He's just failed to see it there. Yeah, very interesting. So they got the High Priestess that's listening to your intuition, that's also having things being revealed to you that you hadn't seen before. So it's like what you don't see coming is going to be revealed to you through your intuition. King of Swords, that is somebody who is taking the high road and doing what is right and filling out documents and possibly seeking legal advice, but definitely knowing through intuitive hits, because the King of Swords is highly intuitive, as is the Queen of Swords. Listening to, in the other decks you see them sitting on top of a mountain with the birds, the owl and the raven, and we've got owl here in this card. You are the type of person who is tapped in with the crown. That represents a connection to the higher wisdom of our existence, the divine, right? The intuition and whatnot. So you are definitely someone who does, whether you realize it or not, you do get a lot of information from above that makes you feel excited. It makes you feel itching to do something, to create something, to make something, to create something, right? That you're not just here to sit around and look pretty and go to work 9 to 5 and all this sort of stuff, so that you can go home and do what you need to do, go out with friends, whatever, and then go back to work again and do it all over again. It's not just about that. There's more to your life than what the average person would be living. Okay, so there's more to you. There's more to your aspirations and inspirations than the average Joe. You have ideas. You have ideals. You want to be someone who is going to leave a mark on this world. And it's what it is that you want to do in your life is something that's been either something you've just recently became inspired by, or it's been a long time coming. In any case, though, it's like you kind of fell back into the rut of what I was just saying the average Joe would do in their life, because you know, even though you're listening, you're the type of person who gets intuitive hits and nudges by the universe. You just don't see it. You don't see how to make it happen. You don't see how am I going to put 3 pieces of furniture together in order to beautify my environment? How am I going to do that? I don't even have the money or the wherewithal or the resources to even buy those 3 pieces of furniture, basically. And so you may have slipped into a negative frame of mindset, which is what this card is talking about. The 9, Shed the Tears card. So what this energy is saying is go ahead and cry it out, or like this guy here, just complain it out. Feel the woe is me if you need to, like we all do, right? So it's not that you're any different or worse or anything like that. We all do. We need to feel as though we're a victim in some way, from the smallest to even the largest way of, if you want to call a large way of being a victim. But it's just like it's oh woe is me. Things aren't going well for me. And they never go well for me, or I just don't know what to do. I've done everything. I tried everything. I've put all my money into this, and it didn't turn out, and so now I'm broke, and I haven't got anything else left. I don't have the energy or the time to be able to, because I have to work. I've got kids. I've got this going on, that going on. I'm going to school. I work. I go to school, and I got kids. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. We get into a phase of needing to complain about our lot in life, and how the desire to have it different, to change things, is not as easy as we would like it to be. And so we get kind of stuck in that mindset, which holds us back from actually seeing what's really in front of our face. And that's the whole question, what new beginning is starting for you that you don't see coming. Let's continue. The moon, again, this is something that it's been held back because you have been slipped into a phase of fears, which has caused the veil to come down across your third eye, your intuitive eye, that has been hiding from you the very thing or person or situation or event or resources that you actually have said that you needed to have. It's been hiding that realization from you, that you haven't been able to see that there is access to whatever it is that you need. It's time, money, energy, whatever, people, resources, anything. But this particular energy, the witch is saying you are a witch, who is somebody who can, the witch's energy, right, is somebody who can cast a spell on the world. Basically, the world is at your taking, and it is for everybody. But whether or not we actually take our skills, our power, our creation, our ability to create, because we are powerful souls after all that came here to create in 3D, in form, that all we have to do is be the light, is to be ourselves, to be our true selves, to know how powerful we are. And that's the witch. Witch uses, spells and herbs and other things from the planet, from Earth, to mix up potions and to use for casting spells and whatnot. They know how powerful they are, the witch energy does. And you are just as powerful, and you've got the energy, you've got the wisdom of others, that that if you need help, collaborating to build or go towards your dream, whatever that might be, you can rely on others' wisdom to help you bring 3 pieces of furniture together to create that beautiful environment, that which you are very, very powerfully equipped to do. You have all the major energies, the wands, the sword, the cups, and the pentacles at your disposal right now. It's just that you are in this energy of been down that road, it didn't work out, and I don't see it happening, and I don't know what else to do about it. So sort of feeling helpless and dismayed, disappointed, and dissatisfied with what happened before, as you're trying to put the wheels in motion towards what it is that you want to experience in your life, that new beginning. The moon, so that moon energy has been cloaking, has been hiding the fact that you are so close to it that you really, if you stuck your tongue out, you could taste it. That's what the divine is saying in the tarot right now, is that you are just not seeing it. It's because you haven't been lifting the veil on feeling, dismayed, disappointed, negative, right? Feeling negative about your abilities to be able to experience what it is that you want to experience in that change, in that new beginning. And so we have the Ace of Cups. Lovely. So this is all about energy, about self-love, seeing yourself for who you really are, right? The powerful being, a powerful creator that is that light, that pure consciousness that comes into the 3D universe to create, to form, to create, to manifest things into physical form. Whatever it is that you desire, whatever your heart desires, that's your soul, then you are going to create whatever it is you want, as long as you realize who you really are. And this is the Page of Cups. It's a reminder the innocence within all of us, which is the cup of love. It's an offer that's coming through that says, remember who you are. Remember, this is a brand new page in your life. Remembering who you are with the Ace of Cups right beside it, this is you. With the Ace of Cups in your hands, being innocent and reminding yourself that you are a very powerful being, so beautiful and innocent that you can have whatever you literally want to have, as long as it is of positive and pure light. With the King of Cups, oh my goodness, the King of Cups. So this is either you really falling in love with your life, which I would suspect it is, or it's somebody who is going to be coming onto your path to remind you about yourself, to remind you that you can do anything, you can have anything. You can have anything, and it's like the King of Cups, it's like this is somebody who is really, really deeply connected with their heart, with their emotions. They are very emotionally balanced. They are truly loving and caring, and they're nurturing. They want to help you. They'll come onto your path. They may be the other party, the Three of Pentacles, that's going to help you with your collaboration. It could be like you, the King of Swords and the King of Cups, but I see you as being the King of Wands, but this could be somebody that you turn to as somebody that you need information from, that is going to help you know exactly how to, or what to, or when to, like legally, or how to do something that needs to be done. It could be either has someone to help you fill out documents for a loan. It could be like a loans officer, it could be a lawyer, it could be whatever. But you'll be involving other people in your program, in your project. Okay? Whatever your project happens to be, you've got others, and that's the Three of Pentacles is all over this reading. So it's definitely this reading's about working with other people. So I hope that this was helpful to you in some way. I hope and I hope for you and hope the best for you. That's what I do, and I wish for you that you will begin to see what it is that you don't see coming to you right away, because that's what this reading is for. You come to this reading, it means that something's going to be revealed to you, so you just need to keep your eyes and ears open, okay? So take care of yourself. Please let me know in the comments if this is something that you connect with, this story, and that what you think is going to actually be revealed to you, or what it is that you're working towards that you've been sort of put on pause on, and that you're hoping to see it start gaining momentum for you again. Even if it's about your health, that you feel like you are finally getting some from like a doctor, some ideas about what medicine might work for you, what new procedure or treatment that might work for you that's going to help improve your life in some way, that has been on pause for you, because nobody has been able to give you any ideas of what else to do yet, but you might be going to see a specialist and they're going to be able to give you a lot more information about that. Or if it's your finances, you know, you're trying to accumulate obviously more wealth, you might be investing, putting your money in investments that pay really great dividends every month, that sort of thing. So whatever it is for you, please let me know. I would love to hear about it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Ace of Pentacles card from the Jane Austen Tarot. And if you hadn't used your intuition to choose the pile that way, you chose it with a number, 3 or 5, 35 or 53, however it resonates for you. And if it's not, it was your Virgo sign. We have Taurus and we have Aries. And then we have Cancer and we have Leo. Okay? So the question that we are exploring in this reading today is, what new beginning is starting for you that you don't see coming? We'll start by pulling a Major Arcana card. What card, Archangel Michael? What energy wants to show up today for pile number 2? And the tarot to help clarify the Arcana. This one. All right. Now, let's see. Put that up there. We have the ruins. This one's sticking out. Looks like it wants to be used. And then we have a new deck. Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors. I've seen that one. All right. And the final one. Dream Song Oracle, yeah. What Dream Song Oracle wants to be seen? Here we are. Okay, guys, here we go. So this is your major significator card, okay, the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about a great big blessing offered to you by the divine. It can also mean that you're relocating. It's a relocation card as well. Now, the Jane Austen Tarot deck has kind of different meanings for things than your average one does. But sometimes it's the same as your tarot. So let's see, Ace of Diamonds. Well, see, there you go. This is the World card. It says the World up here on the card, which you probably can't see. It's little writing. But it's completion. One deserves a bouquet when a demanding endeavor has come full circle. So something has come full circle. Something has ended. A chapter in your life, a project, an affair, a relationship, an event, circumstances, situation has ended. Something has ended, and it's a new beginning that you don't see coming. Okay, so let's find out what the Major Arcana is. The Lovers. There's always got to be a love reading in one of these three. It may not be, but we'll see. It could just maybe be about a choice that you'll have that's coming that you don't see coming. It's coming that you don't see coming. So the Lovers is a significant relationship, will influence your path. So it could be anyone. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Any kind of relationship, family, friends, acquaintance, someone you've never met, just going to come into your life, walk on your path with you for a while or a long time. Choices made with the heart lead to growth and deep connections. Trust in the bonds that unite. So you might be bonding with somebody, and it could be that you'll decide to pay more special attention to a particular person and what they have to offer with respect to a project or whatever than what you had been doing with something else before. Well, we got the Six of Cups, so, be quiet, Corey, because now we know it's something from the past that's coming back. It's a past something returning to you, a past relationship. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a friend that you spent a lot of time with in high school or college, and you hadn't seen them for quite some time, and they're contacting you. We got the Othala rune, number 24, and that's 24 adds to 6, which is about love and family. Let's see what the Othala, it's a positive card, I know that. I think it's kind of like birthing or something. Let's see. Othala, number 24, is, legacy and home. Legacy and home. Oh, let's see. Independence and self-sufficiency, safety and protection, influence on the environment and home, giving up the old and getting the new, transformation, restructuring of one's life. Yeah, so it's the house, quite literally. It's the home. The home, are you just feeling at home? That there's something that's going to just feel very, very, even if it's someone, it's somebody from the past returning, something from the past returning that reminds you of home. Whether, like I said, it could be a friend that you knew from high school and you don't live in the same place that you grew up in, that whenever you reconnect with them, that they're going to feel like, it's going to remind you about a lot of things about growing up, being at home with your parents and whatnot. We have the Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. Very interesting. So that's kind of like the Nine of Wands energy as far as I can see. And then we have 8. Seek the ally. So the ally could very well be, let's put these guys like this. The ally could very well be that one person. That one person that the divine is saying, when you've got a choice to make, seek the one that's going to stand beside you. Seek the one that's going to stand for you, that's going to help you stand strong and whatnot. Let's read the energy of that one. Warrior. Warrior. See if it's all, no, it's not. I can't remember. Is there a thing in the front? Yes, there is. Thank you very much. Warrior is page 91. Right there. Be fearless and stand strong, it says. Don't back down. Make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. Don't settle for second best, because you got one that's good and one that's better. Okay? Inspired by the Maori, the indigenous people of Aotearoa, New Zealand. This card summons the warrior within. A warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce primal love. The warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself. Even if you don't think you love yourself, if you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love for yourself, right? So you do love yourself enough to protect yourself. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. The extended message is, if you experience fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling to you, Know that you are being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. Yeah, I still stand with it that this person is going to call that inner warrior of you out. Call it out, because I'm getting the sense from these cards, seeking the ally, the home, someone coming from the past, and then you having a choice, and the relocation energy of the Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, offered up to you by the divine, is that there's something that you need to leave behind, like literally need to be behind, to preserve your wellness, to preserve your safety. There's someone in your life, or some situation, or a work experience, dynamic, that is not good for you, is not healthy for you anymore, or wasn't ever. Like, let's say you are, I don't know, maybe you're an FBI agent. Let's just say you're an FBI agent, and now suddenly you're being promoted into a job that has to do with espionage, that you're going to have to either be one who investigates, spies on homeland, or you will become a spy agent in another country, away from your home. Just an example, right? I doubt that I have anyone doing that, but you just never know. So in any case, that's kind of how I was able to translate the energy of all these cards, these messages right here. But it's that idea that there's something that is unhealthy for you. It might be something as simple as you have just been diagnosed with diabetes, and you love desserts. You love to eat desserts. I do. You love sugar and you love fat. I do. But now suddenly your doctor's saying, you really got to monitor that now and eat in moderation, and even more sparsely in moderation, like really not eating it at all. If you do, it will be the fake kind of sugars that you will need to, like, if you're drinking soft drinks or whatever, it's going to have to be Coke Light or Coke Zero, or Gatorade, Gator Zero, Gatorade Zero, something that has got the sugar substitute in it, or things that are sugar-free completely. But you have to change your diet. It could be just something as innocent as that, is that you've been diagnosed with something and you've got to change. Maybe you're a heavy smoker. You've been a heavy smoker and you need to change your smoking habit by not smoking at all ever again, because your lungs are in bad shape, or your gums are in bad shape, gum disease, lung disease, whatever smoking can do to you. If you don't want to have months or weeks put on your life, your doctor, your specialist is telling you you've got to stop smoking. And if that means you start vaping instead of actually smoking cigarettes, then that's what you do. You transition to vaping. Now, I'm not sure, because I don't know anything about the harmful effects of vaping, if there are any, but your doctor might say, now, okay, use that as a transition only, but we really want you to transition off that as well. So that's the kind of thing we might be. The lovers could be, the choice could be simply that you have, for all your life, ever since you were a kid, you've enjoyed smoking marijuana, or you've enjoyed smoking, just cigarette smoking. But you've got this this diagnosis, right, that we're just talking about, and you've got the choice of either continuing to smoke and live in the past, all right, continue to smoke and live in the past and suffer the consequences of your future, or choose something else. So vaping, for example. So you have one choice over the other. And these here is like seek an ally would be, an ally could be the vaping idea. The ally could be a vaping idea, or the ally could be your doctor, or it could be a good friend that you're like, oh my God, the doctor wants, I've been diagnosed with this, and it can be life-threatening if I don't stop smoking. and your friend says, or your doctor says, we'll support you in every way that you need so that you can, you bring out that fearless and strong you that's inside you, that spirit that's inside of you, to help you to overcome the urges, the urges and addictions to continue to do things that are harmful to you. And we're going to help you in a way that you're going to feel okay. You'll be all right. You're going to feel good. You'll be knowing that you're supported, and that you have options. You have options. You have other avenues to follow, like vaping instead of smoking. You have groups also that you can rely on, that it can help you, support you as well, because there's other people that are facing these kind of life decisions too. And it's going to be something that they have been struggling with, and has been an obstacle for them to get around as well. So there's always something that is going to help you feel like you're being hugged by the universe in such a warm and familiar way that says, there's other people who are in my boat as well, in my situation. I'm not the only one experiencing what I'm experiencing, is what I'm talking about, okay? So let's find out from the tarot more about your story. Archangel Michael, what new beginning is starting for this pile number 2 that they don't see coming? It's all about choices. Right. We've got the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Princess of Wands, Page of Wands. A brand new information, new page, right? You're starting a new page. You've got the choice. You've got information. There's news, pardon me. There's news. There's news from, like, for example, if you're talking about your health, and you've got a specialist that you're saying that they could have some good news, either from blood tests they've done and said, hey, things aren't as bleak as we first thought they were. You've got some healthy cells that have been annihilating whatever. Good news is that we have this new treatment, FDA approved, that we've tried on other patients in your situation, and we've had some, significant results, success. That although it's fairly new, it's not necessarily going to mean that it's going to work for you, but that's the news we got for you, that kind of thing. Or it's news about, let's see, what was I talking about? The FBI thing. The news is that you are not going to be alone doing your espionage investigations or work. Because if it's investigation, you're investigating spies in your homeland, or you're going abroad and you're going to be an FBI spy agent. You're going to be the spy, but you're going to have help. You're going to have all sorts of allies, on that, even on your homeland. You're going to have all sorts of safe houses and this and that person, and you're going to be meeting with that person once a week, covertly, of course, and you're going to have all sorts of support and protection that the FBI can provide for you, not just through the United States, but the United States consulate and other reaching connections they have in the other country that you're going to. Just an example. So we have the Magician, because this news is about you having everything that you need in order for you to make the decision in the best light, being strong and courageous, moving towards a decision that is for your betterment, for your safety, your protection, your growing abundance, growing prosperity, your wellness, your relationship, making the best choice in relationship, that the person that you choose over one over the other, choosing to move away from someone who is not good for you and might be actually threatening your well-being, and moving in with somebody who is coming back from the past and wants to be in your life and will do everything and anything in order to be your protector, your ally, and your supporter. Okay? You have the ability. With the Four of Cups, she's sitting on her lotus, holding the three, and the one's coming in from the moonlight here that she doesn't see coming, right? The moon. Luxury. She has the luxury of something else coming in that's going to be, and this would be that one thing that you have to choose from. Going to be another option for you to be able to make a choice for something better. With the tower is, it's not crumbling yet, it's just making a lot of smoke because it's on fire. But it's the tower nonetheless. So there's good news in the sense that something is going to be breaking down. It hasn't started yet, but it's going to be. It's something you don't see coming, right? The tower is going to crumble, but it just hasn't started yet, but it's going to start very soon. And it's all about you being in a position to take whatever opportunity you're offered to leave something that's not good for you to choose something that's better for you, that's healthier, more safer for you, more loving and enduring and committal, and to choose someone that is going to take care of you, adore you, and be there for you for the long haul. You know, a lifelong partner that feels like they're home to you because they're a friend or somebody that you either didn't date but would have liked to have, or maybe never really thought about it, but they might have thought they'd like to have dated you but never did, and now you have the opportunity to be connected like that with this person. Again, so Ace of Swords, this is your breakthrough. Your breakthrough is, pardon the noise back there, I got a cat, you know, doing what. So, it's a breakthrough that you're going to be given some information that's going to, you know, basically blow everything that you once knew out of the water, so that you can say, hey, I got a chance to do something different, to be better, to have to be moving towards something that's safer, more loving, or more abundant, more prosperous for me. That's definitely the truth to you is going to be revealed, and it's going to open up your mind. Open your mind to the possibilities of what can be for you. Now, you don't see it coming. Got the Four of Wands, that's completion. Another word about completion. The Four of Wands, you know, is about, it's about, pardon me, I'm getting distracted with that noise back behind me. It's about celebration. It's about coming together. It's about reunion. It is like something is going to make you, and it's kind of like it's about that home energy, right? Where it's got the Four Wands, so the four walls, right? The four walls of having a roof over your head, of living, moving in with somebody, basically just allying. If it's not literally moving in with somebody, you're allying with someone to help you find the solution to whatever it is that you're facing that you need to leave behind. You've got the Two of Wands, that's you, the crossroads. The Dominion, you're at a crossroads, but you have got definitely one wand that, you know, you've been there, done that, and the other wand is like, I need to do that. I need to do that. It's just like, there's no question. I do need to do that one. Because this other one, is proven not to be good for me. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. So that is, it's a destiny, it's a destined path for you, it's a prosperous path, it's an abundant path, it's one that it's a fortunate path for you, it's a fortunate choice. It's also fortunate that you've been given the opportunity to have a new beginning that you don't see coming, to help get you out of whatever it is that is in need of changing for you. You putting an end to it. Remember, this is the world energy, putting an end to it so you can start a new chapter in your life. Okay? And we have the Fool. So there's your brand new beginning. There's the Three of Cups. That's abundance. Here's the Power card of the Four of Pentacles. And you got something to hold on to. You got a lot of power. And then you got peace, the Two of Swords. That's you saying, I don't have to make a decision right now. You don't have to make a decision right now. All you need to do is find out that you've got options. Okay? You've got options to make. And you can make the decision when you're ready for it. Because right now, you're in this powerful position of holding on to what's going on in your life right now, not making any sudden moves, because you've got the opportunities coming to you, you don't see it, right? And the past is coming back in some way that you have to, it's sort of like you have to wait for these whatever breadcrumbs to show up on your path before you're going to be expected. You know, internally. Of course, you never have to do anything you don't want to do. But in order for you to be able to have that brand new beginning that you don't see coming and celebrate life because you've made wiser choices, you have the ability to make wiser choices. It's just something that you sit in your power of holding on to what it is that you know is right for you right now and being at peace with this until the time comes where you're going to see something show up that's going to give you the knowledge and the wherewithal, that breakthrough, that's time to move. It's time to take matters into my hands now and make that choice. Make that choice. It might mean that somebody's going to be contacting you and then that's where you say, okay, it's like, oh, wow, yeah, I'd love to get together with you, or yeah, I never thought of that. That's, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Stuff, just something's going to come out of it, out of nowhere, and appear to you in some kind of information or person showing up that you hadn't heard from or thought about in a while, possibly. It's very possible. But that is what is going on with you right now. And I hope that this was helpful to you in some way. But take care of yourself, okay? Because remember, it's a chapter that's ending and it has to end for a reason. Okay, so just be safe and be careful. Thank you. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen pile number 3's card is the Four of Wands. And I will read this to you in just a moment. This is of the Jane Austen Tarot deck, and it has possibly a different meaning than what the Four of Wands would be in the tarot. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. And if you didn't use your intuition to choose this pile, you might have used the numbers 1 and 2, or 1 or 2, so 12 maybe 21, that sort of thing. And if it's not that, it was your zodiac. We have Capricorn and Scorpio, and then we have Virgo and Libra. All right? So let's get started. So the question now is, what new beginning is starting for you that you don't see coming? So what major arcana wants to be seen in this story? And the tarot to clarify. I see that one. Strength card. Another major arcana. Interesting. And the ruins. We got 2. Okay. Never a mistake. right, and this is Kyle Gray's, what is it? It's Angels and Ancestors, a new deck. And then we have, last one is Dream Song Oracle. Then we have the Tarot. Alright, Major Arcana, what do we have? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Fate turns its wheels. Bring change and cycles of fortune. Embrace the flow of life, knowing that each turn brings new opportunities. Wow, that's very, very powerful. Great news. Great abundance of prosperity. And then the Strength card. So be strong. Be courageous. Don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. We've got the High Priest card. Wow, intend and create. So I'm going to read, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right there and read this card to you first. Just in case. The Four of Wands is stability. Yeah. Did you know, like, this Four of Wands is kind of like a structure of a home starting? A set of well-trimmed bonnets speak of one's wealth and status. Well, there you go. Great structure there. Okay, so it's stability. Simple, pure and simple. And then the High Priest in this is, deck is, let's see, High Priest, there you are, 48. All right, High Priest says, recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. In many traditions, the High Priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. Inspired by the ancient Egyptians, this priest is the divine consort to the High Priestess. He is depicted with a hawk, which is sacred to the Egyptian god Horus, and holding a wand of Anubis, the Egyptian guide to the underworld. The High Priest is always spiritually connected and disciplined, with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. Again, that Major Arcana, that would be like the Hierophant, okay? Or the Emperor, but it's more like the Hierophant. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward, because whatever we think is how we create our life experience. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. And then watch it happen right before your eyes. Wonderful. So if you're looking to increase your fortune, your abundance and prosperity, you know, just keep your eye on the prize kind of thing, right? Let's see, we've got Hera and Uruz, cards 2 and 12. Let's see, we'll read 2 first, so we'll do it this way. 2 is Uruz, wild bull or bison. Active changes, overcoming obstacles, anger, persistence, sexuality. Weakness is wasted energy, indecision. So yeah, you've got a lot of bull energy at your disposal, High Priest. You've got the ability to manifest change, to create it. So Era is 12, and we've got 12 is harvest. So daily work, routine, perseverance, but a good result later. Wow. So you're working, you put the seeds in the ground, you've sown them, right? You've been nurturing them with water and soil and fertilizer, whatever, and you're just waiting for they're growing, but they're not matured yet. The wheat is not matured yet, so you can't harvest it just yet. And that's where you are right now. You're in the throes of developing or creating the fortunate a fortunate new way is what I keep wanting to say. A fortunate new way for you. A fortunate new way. Yeah, that just kept coming into my head. Transform your thoughts. There, that's that. We're talking about card number 6. It says transform your thoughts. And I hate that you can't see it because of the glare. I got to do something about my lighting because I'm kind of annoyed with it myself. So transform your thoughts. I'll pick it up every now and again when it applies. Okay, but transform your thoughts. Remember, your thinking has to do with how you're going to create your life experience moving forward. Your thinking, and of course the spontaneous feelings that we have, the emotion we have about our thoughts, is what actually creates our experiences. So we must be mindful, like that of a high priestess, the one who collaborates with the universe and brings heaven to earth. Manifests, in other words. Manifest that which is of our highest calling, is what I want to say again. Why? I don't know, but this is stability, and it's the Four of Wands. So our highest calling is going to be something that is strong and stable for us. We will, whatever we do right now with the way we think, that our inner narrative or dialogue that we have with ourselves, self-talk, the way we express ourselves to other, is what's actually us with our brush painting on a blank canvas of what the canvas will become the life experience that you're going to have moving forward. So we are actually the brush, and the paint is our emotions, and the brush is our mind. We are painting through our thoughts and emotion onto a blank canvas the picture of what it is that we want to experience or that we don't want to experience. If we're doing it through, if we are, being the creator of this art, right? Creating this art piece on this canvas, our life. If we're doing it unconsciously, it's going to more than likely be the life experience that you really don't want to experience. You wish it would be better, or you wish it never happened at all. You're not going to be happy with it. Not as happy as you could be, or not happy at all with it. Now, if you're doing it consciously because you are connected to your inner light, your divinity, and through your transforming your thoughts as a result of seeing where you have been, not paying enough attention to how you've been thinking and feeling about things, maybe through anger and just trying to bulldoze your way through life in some fashion or some form, you are going to always end up harvesting that which, the kind of energy you put into the soil, the seed that you put in the soil to grow. So it just goes to say, if you come up with if you've transformed those thoughts, become conscious of what it is that kind of thinking, the negative patterns of thought that we all have, that we just time and time again we regurgitate the same kind of reaction towards things that happen in our life. People say things, do things that we don't like. We regurgitate and keep saying and doing, pointing our finger at someone who is, they're doing this to me, so that's why I'm in this situation, instead of taking responsibility for ourselves and just not projecting blame out there, but not blaming yourself at all, but saying this is where it starts. Everything starts at home, right? Everything starts at home, and you are the home where it starts. You are the home. And so that's the four of Wands energy is that structure, that home. What kind of structure are you nurturing? If nurture is a good word for it, it depends. Nurturing is a good thing. So if you have the kind of structure, the inner presence of mind, consciousness, then you're nurturing goodness, positivity. You're transforming old thoughts so that you have new experiences. And you're taking the bull by the horn, basically, and Uruz was all about being that dynamic, to be that forceful, to be able to make those kind of changes. That you have that strength, you have that inner strength, which is this card that is clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So it's saying that it's your inner strength to be convicted in the truth of the power of how powerful you truly are as this high priestess, right? That you have the ability to transform your life quite literally by changing the way you think. And that's where your fortune, that's where your prosperity and abundance and great goodness and, life moving forward in positive ways for you is going to come from. You just have to remember, you are everything and nothing ends. That's how powerful you are, that you have the ability to create the kind of life you want to live. You do. The structure, the harvest, to create the harvest you want to consume, to have, to experience, to hold, that kind of thing. So let's get some tarot to find out some more about this. Okay, Archangel Michael for pile number 3. Thank you. The Ace of Swords. So there's going to be a breakthrough for you. That the divine is going to come through for you, as they always do. It's just a matter of us being aware how the divine is helping us in our life. So there's going to be some kind of information or truth that's going to show up on your doorstep, and I don't mean that quite literally. It could be, but it's going to come, and it could come by way of the divine. You see the person's head right there. It's coming down from above, the light. And that is, wisdom. It's just information that is going to give you an idea of, okay, it might be a reminder of, let's say something like, let's give me an example. Somebody rear-ends you in a traffic accident, rear-ended your vehicle in a traffic accident. So then you get out of the car and you say, "What's the matter with you, man?" Or whatever. Like, well, why didn't see me there? Why did you run into me? Getting all upset and flustered and not helping the situation. But we're angry. And we're like the bull in a china store, right? We are going to get our satisfaction, come hell or high water, by, projecting, blaming somebody for our misfortune. This is a Wheel of Fortune, right? Misfortune. You missed a fortunate thing because somebody took that opportunity away from you. Your fortunate thing would be to get in, to be in your car and go wherever it was you're going with your car and be successful in what that endeavor was for you. Where you're going, if it's going home, you'd be successful going home without happenstance, without problems, right? Or you're going somewhere to a store or to work, or you actually make it. You make it home. You make it there, you make it there, and that's successful to you without incident. Well, this time somebody runs into you, right? And so immediately you get out, you're flustered, you're angry because maybe you're going to be late to work, or you're just in a bad mood because now you're going to have to go through the whole insurance process and get your car is going to have to get fixed, and it's going to be held up in a body shop for a couple of weeks, and you don't know how else you're going to get to work or how you're going to get around because you don't have another vehicle, that kind of thing. So you come out and you're angry and you tell this person off, but it's something that you would do all the time. It's not like I'm not saying you get into car accidents all the time, but it's kind of like it's just a natural habitual thing for you to be upset when someone does something that makes you upset, that you don't like, that we don't like, and then we are like, we feel like someone doesn't respect us, or we feel like someone's taken something from us, like that misfortune, right? Taken our ability to prosper, our ability to go forward, you know, in health and wellness and whatever, finances, love, whatever it might be to you. And so we're feeling as though we've been taken advantage of, manipulated, or we lost an opportunity. Okay? But this is about having the wherewithal, remember? The wisdom comes through to you that says, actually, it's kind of like an enlightenment or an epiphany where you get out of your car and you're just about to do it, say something, what's the matter with you, man? Are you daft? Are you this or that? Whatever. You stop in your tracks and you say, oh my God, I was just going to say that. And how many times have I done something like this before? And I'm becoming aware that this is what I do, and then things don't go well, and the transition to resolve the problem doesn't flow well. There's all sorts of hang-ups and obstacles and stuff like that that I could have avoided, likely. You don't know for sure, but you know, if you're going to think of it in a different way, transforming the way you would normally have thought about the situation in a more positive, like, oh, everything happens for a reason, so there's something for me to look at this about how it is that I respond to a situation like this, that I need to take an account of how I'm going to respond and see if things work out better for me, and be truly into being different in a situation that's similar to something you've been in before. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to try it differently, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be any different if I do. You can't do that, because already you've set yourself up for basically failure to have obstacles and challenges put on your path in order to resolve a problem. You got to go in with full heart at saying, if I do things differently, I'm sure and I'm positive things are going to go better for me this time. And that's, you go in with that conviction, that strength, right? That conviction that you know that all it does is a matter of changing my attitude in the words I choose to express myself in a situation. That's what's going to happen. With the Four of Discs, which is power, that's the Four of Pentacles, right? That's power. You're holding on to what it is that you know is going to get you to where it is you want to be. So, for example, Four of Pentacles is Four Pentacles. But the Wheel of Fortune is all about, like the Ten of Pentacles and more, right? Ten of Pentacles is the excess, the extreme of wealth. But the Wheel of Fortune is not just about financial abundance, it's about everything that's fortunate. Okay? So you're going to be going from like the Four of Pentacles, you just hold on to what it is you know to be true. You know to be true. You know that if I hang on to the knowledge that I have just been received, that things are, it comes down to believing in myself, holding on to that mental state of saying, this is what I said, saying that as long as I go into it fully convinced that if I change the way I think about things, then I'm going to have a different outcome. I'm going to be experiencing my life in a different way. My canvas is going to be very beautiful. Beautiful and inspiring and life-giving, and it's going to be the type of canvas I'm going to want to keep creating on. Time and time again, day after day. With the Lovers, you always have a choice. You realize that too. But it could also mean that you've got a choice between going back and forth from being, you're always going to, you got to be reminded that you're falling back into, because we all do it, nobody's any better than the other, falling back into our old ways, our old habits, and then we do something that we've done before and it doesn't turn out well. And we've hurt somebody, said something we can't take back, whatever it is. Or we decide that, oh yeah, I got to remember I have the ability. I have the opportunity to be different at this time in this new situation moving forward. With the Ten of Cups and satiety, I can't say that word, but it's satisfied. You know, satiated. I can say satiated, but I can't say satiety. So satiated, right? Feeling good, feeling full, feeling blessed, feeling content, loved by the universe. 10 of Cups, loved, happily ever after. Happily ever after is on my plate with the 8 of what we got here. We got this major arcana. It's the Strength card again. This is lust. Like this woman is in love with her ego right here, the Lion, but she's taming it. She loves her ego. Okay, when it's not about hating your ego. Ego is fear. That's what ego represents, is fear. We do everything when somebody does something that we don't like. We think, oh, they're very egomaniac, whatever. It's because they're acting out of some kind of subconscious fear, and that's where the ego has risen from, our subconscious mind. And it if we allow it, it leads our mind, leads our life. It paints that canvas of the type of canvas we don't want to have. We don't want to experience that, whatever the picture on the canvas is. So lust is like, I'm going to love you. I'm not going to love you in a love kind of way, but I'm going to love you in a lust kind of way that says, I'm going to make you think I love you because I need to make you my friend. I need my ego to think I'm its friend and its ally. Therefore, it's lust instead of love. Does that make sense to you? It's like I tame my ego, I tame my fears by letting my fears know that I'm there and that I love them, but it's all about being free from them. So you just kind of trying to convince your fears that you love them there, that they should be, and you always want them to be, and all this sort of stuff. You want them to have life in your life, that kind of thing. But all in all, your fingers are crossed behind your back because you really don't mean it, but you know your fears need to be kind of convinced and pacified, so that you can really rise up from your fears and act in strength of character, of knowing who you really are and how powerful you truly are. Being more confident. With the 7 of Wands, you got Valor. 7 of Wands. There's the 10 of Swords. Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Okay. 10 of Swords, we've got Ruin here. And then we have Death. Temperance. Wow. Okay. The 5 of Wands. That's strife, that's conflict, chaos and conflict. And the Queen of Swords, that's, come on, let's have a discussion. We need to bring out the truth in all of this. It's all about truth and nothing but the truth with the Queen of Swords. She is the type of queen, though, that has patience enough to let you, gives you the opportunity to make a mistake, right? She gives you the rope to hang yourself, hoping you're not going to hang yourself, that you're going to be smarter and wiser not to hang yourself. You're the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, by the way. So you're going to be giving others or your life the chance to prove itself to you. That's the Queen of Swords. To prove itself to you that by changing your mind, transforming your thoughts, your negative patterns of thinking, by doing that, you're actually giving you're trying to change. You're trying to become no longer a bull in a china store, but the bull that's got the strength and the courage to push things forward in a very positive life, to harvest all that it is that you truly want to see to fruition in your life. You want to be the one that brings all the goodness from our higher knowledge, our light, the High Priestess of Heaven. The High Priestess is in tune with, tapped into the higher realms of creation of our pure consciousness, right? to bring all that truth and positivity and goodness into form in the physical world. So bringing that light into our physical life, to be the creators of whatever life structure, whatever we want to have that is good, that we feel good in, that is positive and life affirming to us, as opposed to taking from us. So this is you taming your ego, right? The Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself, knowing that you've got to create some boundaries got to create some boundaries around yourself to protect yourself from the opportunities to fall back into the negative mindset, the negative way of being, the habitual negative patterns of thoughts, and then behaving that way. Like I talked about in that situation where you were rear-ended by somebody. When we're rear-ended by somebody, that represents how you're feeling as though somebody's trying to push you into something that you don't want to do. You're feeling as though you're being pushed by others. Maybe that you're not really living the life you'd like to live because you're doing things for others. So that's like pushing you, living your life in a way that suits other people and not really yourself. If you think about it metaphorically enough, you will see that there is something, if you're being rear-ended, that you will realize that this is representing to you how it is that you're thinking about your life, your lot in life, about opportunities that passed you by, or about opportunities that you would like to have this experience, but you're having this one instead. You can see how life has been, in one way or another, through other people and what their behavior and their reactions to you, and just you not possibly showing up for yourself and supporting you with that inner strength of knowing how powerful you truly are to reach your fortune, that beautiful canvas, to live that life that you were born to have, no matter what kind of life you were born into. We all have the ability and opportunities before us. Some are not nearly as obvious as other opportunities would be, but we all have these opportunities to pull ourselves up. And here we say in the United States, pull ourselves up by the bootstrap and just get on with it. Just do it. You have the wherewithal to do it. If you're mentally and physically able, even if you're not fully emotionally able, but if you're mentally and physically able, you can improve your life one way or another. It's just a matter of becoming more resourceful, more creative, and that vim and vigor to go forward and say, I'm not experiencing this anymore, I'm going to start doing things this way instead from now on. And that's what this read is about, is basically, how is life pushing you? And you're resisting. So you may have been stopped and somebody was going and didn't realize you're stopped and they ran into you, which gave you a budge forward, right? A bump forward. So how is somebody, or how is life, or how is your thinking, or how is your usual way of thinking, your patterns, right, been pushing you to get out of your own way and do it differently, think differently, choose a different opportunity when you have the opportunity to do so, that kind of thing. So that's where that's what I wanted to say about how you get the epiphany of realizing what's just happened, the information, the truth that's coming to you is like, oh, I've been doing it this way, and I'm realizing, because I'm learning to grow already before I even get this epiphany. I'm learning to think about doing things differently, thinking differently, that now I'm open to receiving truth, that I can look at something and say, maybe this is happening to me because I have been doing it this way, or I have been blaming others, or I have been putting myself first, I've been letting others be my focus instead of focusing on what makes me happy and what so forth and so on. So you have been letting yourself down, Ten of Swords, betraying yourself in ways before you had put your boundaries up around you making sure that you are defending your right and your strength and ability to have things different for you, to change, to be in a different environment with the canvas that you're painting with your new transition thoughts, right? Okay? Becoming wiser as a result of being connected and solid in a structure of, I have the ability, I know how to be fortunate, I know how to be prosperous. All I need to do is make sure that the seeds that I'm planting from now on are the transformed ways of thinking seeds. I want different seeds that are life-affirming, seeds that will harvest fortune for me, positivity, love, wealth, abundance, prosperity, of course, but acknowledgement, success, victory in my life. That's what I want to experience. I want to become more and more spiritually grown, wiser, personally developed, the type of person I want to love myself as being. That whatever that presence that you can be in physical form. So you've been betraying yourself because you have been letting yourself down, but you're not so much anymore. And this is like the Knight of Swords is like you are, you're geared up to like take the excited, that you're feeling like you're being given a second lease on life with wisdom that's coming to you as a result of you becoming like bossing up and tapping into the ability to be a different thinker. One that's coming from the fifth dimension and higher is not all 3D focused. It says you're transforming, death and transformation, right? Major death and transformation. These are major arcana, so it's major life changing for you. It's bringing you peace and balance and healing, not to mention healing where anything that's going to be of any kind of inner conflict that you might have, or even an outer conflict, you're prepared as the Queen of Swords to deal with it, to handle it in a way that is about, come on, let's talk about this, let's find some truth in this, let's be logical, let's be reasonable about the situation. Think about the car accident situation, the rear ending. Let's be reasonable about this, okay? I was stopped, yeah, you ran into me, okay, you must be having a bad day. I understand that, sometimes that's happened. I've almost rear-ended people myself, and if you got insurance, then let's just exchange our insurance and just get on with it, right? And they will respond in a better way. They might actually say, hey, well, I've got like $500. I got $500. We could bypass insurance. I'll just pay you for your damages. And you might say, yeah, I would do that for sure. Okay, so there could be a better outcome as a result of you saying, I'm going to come out expecting the truth, expecting nothing but the truth from myself and from the situation. That when the other person, like the one that rear-ended you, if they don't respond well to me wanting to come forward in truth and being positive about it and saying, hey, let's find a solution that's good for everyone here concerned, if they don't respond well to them, then they're hanging themselves with the rope that I'm giving them, right? They're hanging themselves. There's nothing more you can do about it. If they want to hang themselves, that's out of your hands. But you're giving them the opportunity to either hang themselves or to actually work with you in a way to find a positive resolution to any kind of challenge or problem that you might be facing in your moments of life going forward. So everybody who's on pile number 3, this is what I see, is that you are being asked to step into your power, your strength, tapped into your higher wisdom, use the force within you to push life forward, but in a not in a bullish way, of course, but in a way that it speaks of confidence and strength, that is life-affirming strength, because it's that type of seed that you're going to be planting, and that you're going to harvest wonderful results and solutions, wonderful solutions. So, for example, back to the car rear end example, that person says, yeah, I got $500. Why don't we do it that way? They're not hanging themselves with the rope you gave them. Instead, what you're going to harvest is, you're harvesting a great solution. That guy's offered me $500 to fix my bumper. That sounds like a really good solution to me. So that's what I'm talking about. I hope this is helpful to you, pile number 3. Take care of yourself. Till next time. Bye for now.